I just want to mention in this video that in the prior videos for DM dataset, DM domain, I forgot to mention the length, how to assign the length. So we have assigned the length for all the variables here as per the spec. So in the spec you can see we have the variables and their length, corresponding lengths have been given, and so we have to assign all these lengths to each of the variables when we create, and I did do that. So please make a note of that. I have assigned length here, which I didn't mention earlier. Similarly, for all RF STDTC, RF ENDTC, I have assigned the lengths for all the variables. So just make a note that whenever we create a new variable, we assign the length for that particular variable. Now we have already seen until death, creation of death flag. So this is the next part. We will see how to create a death TTC or death flag and death flag. For creating the death date and death flag, we are taking the draw data set and making sure that all those patients have a value for death. And if they have a value for death, then the condition is if we have DSSDAT variable, and that is year, month and day, non-missing values for all the three date, that is year, month and day, we will create death TTC. So in this data set we can see we have variables, all the date variables, year, month and day, and if these patients have a non-missing value for year, month and day, then, and these patients, of course the first condition is the patient had a value for equal to death and they have non-missing values for all the three variables, then we compute death TTC using a MDY function. So we are combining the year, month and day, and the format is month, day. MDY is month, day, year format, and then I compute and then I format it and convert it into a character value into IS8601 format. And if a patient has a death date, the value of death date is set, and we'll also have a death flag. So this is how we create the death TTC and death flag. It's just very simple derivation. Let's run this, and EOS. So we have death TTC and death flag for all the patients. And I think I missed to add something, that is subject. So let's look at the data set, and now we have subject, death flag and death TTC. Now let's look at the data. We have death TTC, death flag and subject. So we have already EX2 variable we have already created. EX2 variable contains all the demographic information plus the RF STDTC, RF XSTDTC, RF ENDTC and so on. And this is the death data and the death flag. So we are merging US with EX2, that is death date and death flag with the previous data set, so that we will have all the variables we have created yet. And in this data set we are also creating ARM and ACT-ARM. So we have already seen what is ARM and what's the difference between the ARM and ACT-ARM. ARM is what is planned and ACT-ARM is what is actually received by the patient. And in this scenario we are assigning the value because we have treatment A, only one treatment. So we are assigning treatment A ARM, and there is the other ACT-ARM is also same as ARM. So the what was planned and what was actually same, because we have only one treatment here, and the ARM CD is abbreviated form of ARM. So we have value A. Similarly for ACT-ARM CD, here we are directly assigning the values. And if ARM is missing, then ARM not recent. When ARM is not there, we are assigning the value for the reason for not assigning the value of arm for the patient is screen failure. So, and other thing is here the date of demographic data collection date, DMDTC, is the same as informed consent date. So when the patient came for signing the informed consent, we also collected the demographic information from the patient. So that's why you see that here DMDTC has the same value as RFI CDTC. And if RFSTDTC and DMDTC are non-missing, then we will compute the demographic day study day collection when the study day on which the demographic data was collected from the patient. So here it is DMDTC minus RFSTDTC plus a condition. Actually here we are giving a condition. So this is one way of doing it. Here DMDTC is minus RFSTDTC, and this particular value can have a value of 1 or 0. It's a logical condition. So the condition is DMDTC greater than or equal to RFSTDTC. So we are converting both into numeric, and then we are checking if DMDTC is greater than or equal to RFSTDTC. So in this scenario, if it is greater than or equal to RFSTDTC, a logical value, it's a logical condition, it's true. If it is true, then the value of true is 1, and if it is false, it becomes 0. So in other words, when DMDTC is greater than or equal to RFSTDTC, in that scenario we will have to add plus 1 here, else it will be 0. In other words, you can just omit it. If DMDTC is less than RFSTDTC, this entire thing will become 0 and it will be omitted. So all you will have is DMDTC minus RFSTDTC. So this is one way of writing. The other way of writing the same thing is, so you can also directly write in probably in a more simple way, that is DMD if DMDY if DMDTC greater than or equal to RFSTDTC. So in other words, you have to again put this condition. I'll just copy this. If input of DMDTC, that is the numeric version of DMDTC, is greater than or equal to the numeric version of RFSTDTC, then DMDY equal to this plus 1, else DMDY equal to, I can just copy this part. So this is another way of writing the same thing. So you can decide you want to write this way, or you want to write in one sentence, one syntax, or it will be 2 lines. So it's up to you how you want to write it. Both are correct. So I will remove this for the time being. Okay. Now let's run this piece of code and see the result. So demo 2. So you can see I have created arm, act arm, and the remaining variables are also DMDY. So and the remaining variables are also there. So whenever the act arm or arm is missing, you can say it's screen failure.